We are now on the second part of our program. Tinatawagan ko po si Ginang Mabel Di Kaboboy, dalubguro mula sa Araling Panlipunan upang ipakilala ang ating guest speaker sa araw na ito.
Magandang umaga po sa lahat. Maraming salamat, Ma'am Saba. Naririnig po ako?
Opo, ma'am.
Mapalad po tayo. Dahil ngayon pong araw ay meron po tayong panauhing tagapagsalita. At ito po ay ibinibigay sa atin ng ating katuwang at partner na mula sa Rotary Club of Rojas. So ngayon po ay nandyan po ang ating president ng Rotary Club of Rojas, si Sir Fred Duque po. Ayan. So ang ating pong susunod na panauhing tagapagsalita ay nagtapos ng kanyang Bachelor of Science in Nursing sa Our Lady of Fatima University, Lagro. Ngayon po, siya ay kumukuha ng kanyang Master of Arts in Nursing Administration sa University of Santo Tomas. Siya po ay scholar ng Huwarang Mag-aaral ng Bayan Graduate School Scholarship Program. Siya po ay tagapagsanay sa Mental Health and Psychosocial Support, tagapagsanay ng Psychological First Aid and Basic First Aid, tagapagsanay ng Adolescent Health and Development Education and Practical Training, isang Certified Basic Life Support Trainer, advocate ng Mental Health and Adolescent Reproductive Health, at ngayon po, siya po ay mula sa Schools Division Office of Quezon City, Department of Education, at focal person ng Water, Sanitation and Hygiene or Wash in Schools program. Pasulubungan po natin ng virtual clap ang ating panauhing tagapagsalita. Walang iba, si Sir Narciso E. Costales Jr., Registered Nurse.
Okay, good morning po sa ating lahat. Sa ating punong guro, si Ma'am Josephine Obligar. Good morning. To our visitor, Sir Fred Duque, and to the rest of the teachers and mga parents and students na nakikinig ngayon, magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Isang malusog at masiglang umaga po. So, bago tayo mag-proceed sa aking lecture, bago pa magkaroon ng pandemic, meron ng mga health programs na binibigay sa ating mga anak na mga nag-aaral sa pampublikong schools. So, ang medical section po sa pangunguna ng aming boss na si Dr. Aurelia Lopez, meron kaming 6 na programa. So unang-una doon, yung school-based feeding program. So since today walang pasok sa school, magkakaroon pa rin ng feeding program. However, pang-elementary lang to, yung milk feeding. Okay, yung pangalawa, yung adolescent reproductive health. So dapat tinuturo pa rin sa ating mga estudyante yung kahalagahan ng reproductive health sa kanila, especially doon sa mga kabataan na nagdadalaga at nagbibinata. Okay? So yung pangatlo, yung National Drug Education Program, which is ang yung government natin ay very supportive doon sa programs against drugs. Okay? So yung pang-apat, yung Water, Sanitation, Hygiene in Schools. Ngayon, yun ay hawak ko sa division. So, dapat pa rin yung tamang kalinisan sa sarili, sa kapaligiran. Yun po yung tinuturo natin sa ating mga students. So, yung lima, yung medical dental nursing services, which is yung pinoprovide naming service sa mga students, teachers, and non-teaching personnel. At yung last, yung school mental health program, which is very essential ngayon kasi maraming kabataan at mga individual ang nakakaranas ng depression. Okay? So, bago tayo mag-start, meron akong game sa atin. So, may papakita akong 4 na pictures. Then, you will type in your answer doon sa chat box. Okay? So, ang tawag sa laro na to, 4 pics, 1 word. Okay. Ready na ba kayo mga parents, teachers, and students?
Ready na po, sir. Ready na po.
Okay. Yan, so nakikita nyo, merong lamok, merong isa na hahampasin yung kanyang computer. Okay, tama yung sagot ni Joshua Bailon, ni Queen Lee, and Ina. So ang tamang sagot, virus. 'Di ba? Corona ay isang uri ng virus, yung dengue virus. Okay, tapos yung sipon ay virus din at yung virus sa computer. Okay, next. Yan, merong nagsha-shower, naghuhugas ng vegetable. O tama si Ma'am Irene, ang bibilis ha. Okay, wash. Okay, next. Yan, ito yung ginagawa natin ngayon. Nanonood tayo, nakaharap tayo sa cellphone, sa tablet, or sa laptop, kung ano mang gadget. O, tama si Sir, si Mike Micaela. Okay, next. Yan, yung isang bata ay naglalaro ng truck, may nag-exercise, may nag-gym, may nag-yoga. Very important to, no? Okay, tama si Ma'am Loreline at Cheboche. Okay. Okay, next. To, merong isang daddy na Ayun, tama. Tama si Ma'am Loreline. Again, ang bilis ha. Ang bibilis yung sumagot ha. Okay, next. Ito, I think this is the last slide for this game, which is very important. Okay, si Kyrie. Tama. Health. Okay. Okay, dumako naman tayo sa ating lecture proper. Okay. Di ba ang COVID-19, yung pandemic kasi means that many of us are staying at home and doing less in terms of social interactions and exercise. And this can have a negative effect on our physical and mental health. So as we go along in our webinar, ituturo ko sa inyo not just about mental health. So maging physical active, yung healthy diet, how to quit tobacco, and especially yung mental health, ituturo ko sa inyo. So ano ba yung physical activity na recommended for our age? So ipapakita ko sa slide na to yung recommendation ng WHO, yung World Health Organization, kung yung physical activity para sa mga age group. Okay? So, matanong ko lang po, mga parents, sino po ang merong kasama sa bahay na 1 year old, uh, 1 year old? Sino po? Paki-type in number 1 kung sino ang mayroong inaalaga ang baby under 1 year of age. Meron po ba? Pakita. Ayan po, meron po si Chini, si Rowella. Yan, totoo po yun na sobrang kulit na mga ganyang age. Okay, sino naman po sa bahay ninyo ang may inaalagaan children under 5 years of age? Paki-type in po number 2. Okay, marami-rami din, no? Okay, tayo naman, kasi mga secondary school students, merong children and adolescent aged 5 to 17 years old. Paki-type in po number 3. For sure, lahat kayo ay may ganitong age group sa bahay. At yung tayo, adults, over 18 years old, ituturo ko sa inyo ano ba yung recommended na physical activity. Okay? Look at this. Kung sino po yung may inaalaga ang 1 year of age, infants under 1 year of age, dapat daw po merong at least, or this includes 30 minutes in prone position. Ano po yung nakadapa po? Dapat yung physical activity ng infants under 1 year of age. Okay? Pag sa children under 5 years of age naman, dapat at least 180 minutes. So, ibig sabihin, at least 3 hours a day dapat yung activities nila, physical activities. Kung meron namang 3 to 4 years old, should spend at least 60 minutes of this time in moderate to vigorous intensity physical activity. Okay? Next po, ito po sa ating mga students, 'Di ba? Dapat ang physical activity natin should do at least, again, 60 minutes a day of moderate to vigorous physical activities. At para daw mapalakas yung muscle at bone natin, dapat ginagawa natin to at least 3 days per week. And then doing more 60 minutes of physical activity daily will provide additional health benefits. Okay? At tayo po mga adults, mga parents, teachers, dapat po ang physical activity natin ay we should do at least 150 minutes, okay? Or at least 75 minutes of vigorous activities, yung physical activity throughout the week. Okay? Dapat daw yung mga for additional health benefits, yung mga adults should increase their moderate intensity physical activity to 300 minutes per week or equivalent. Okay, so dumako naman po tayo doon sa healthy parenting, which is very important ngayon sa ating mga parents na nakikinig ngayon. Okay? So naririnig pa po ba ako? So sorry, from time to time chine-check ko yung yung ating connection kasi baka napuputol na ako. Naririnig pa po ba?
Yes, sir. Naririnig po.
Okay, good. 'Di ba ngayon yung all over the world dahil sa COVID-19, merong mga children are affected by physical distancing. Not just not children but all of us, 'di ba? And then quarantines and yung nationwide school closures. And then some children and young adult or I mean young people may be feeling more isolated, anxious, bored and uncertain. So they may feel fear and grief over the impact of the virus on their families. So as we go along, we will check or I will teach you on this parenting, healthy parenting tips. And by the way po, ako po ay isang parent na din. I have 3 kids. So makukulit din po sila. So ito po yung mga tips ko sa inyo. So yung number 1 po, we should create a flexible but consistent daily routine. So ano po yung ibig sabihin nito? For example, make a schedule for you and your children that has time for structured activities as well as free time. Diba dapat balance yung ating buhay. Meron tayong physical activities, meron tayong just like this, webinar, at meron din tayong free time. And this can help children feel more secure and better behave. And then children and or teenagers can help plan the routine for the day. For example, gagawa sila ng school timetable nila. Children will follow this better if they help to make it, 'di ba? Kung sila yung gagawa, kung sila yung gagawa ng timetable nila, mas magagawa nila 'yon. And please include in each day yung exercise, 'di ba? This helps with stress sa kids with lots of energies at home. Okay? Next po. You are a model of your child's behavior. Di ba po? Tayo, if you practice keeping safe distances and hygiene yourself, di ba pag naliligo tayo araw-araw, nagtututbrush, naglilinis ng paligid, gagayahin tayo ng kasama nating bata sa bahay. Di ba? Especially kung tayo ay may compassion doon sa may mga sick or vulnerable, yung children or teenager will learn from us, di ba? For example, yung hand washing and hygiene, di ba dapat kung naguhugas tayo, make it nakita ko kanina maraming may mga bata, make a 20-second song for kung tayo ay maghuhugas ng kamay with actions para yung children ay natutuwa sila at naiengganyo sila. Or you can make a game. For example, sa bahay kung how many times na hawakan yung mukha, parang may game kayo sa bahay na gano'n. Di ba? Okay, next. Teach your child about keeping safe distances. May mga kasama tayo sa bahay na hindi alam kung ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng 1 meter or 2 meters away. So make it an age appropriate For example, sabihin natin sa mga bata na, for example, merong 3 aso sa pagitan ng iyong kausap para in that way, mas na yung imagination ng ating anak ay mas napapagana, especially yung mga kids. Pero yung sa mga high school, mas aware naman na sila about doon sa uh, number or sa meters away from their kausap, di ba? Or you can also write letters and draw pictures. Kung malapit kayo sa daanan, mag-drawing yung inyong anak na bata para din mapapakita nila yung picture na yon, di ba? And then you can reassure your child by talking about how you are keeping safe, and then listen to their suggestion and take them seriously. Okay. Next tip po sa mga parents na nakikinig. Ito po. Be open and listen. Kasi allow your child to talk freely and then ask them questions and find out how much they really know. Baka yung anak natin may mas marami pang alam regarding sa COVID-19. Pero as a parent, i-guide din natin sila kung ano ba yung tama at mali. Next po. Ito po. Di ba sabi natin sa DepEd, honesty is the best policy. So, be honest po. Always answer their questions truthfully. Think about how your child is and how much they can understand. Next po, be supportive. Your child may be scared or confused. Give them space to share how they are feeling and let them know you are there for them. Di ba po, mas maganda kung as a parent, very supportive tayo sa ating mga anak. Okay? Next po. Yeah, it's okay if you don't know everything. Katulad ko po as a health professional, it's okay to say we don't know. Since ang COVID-19, it's a new disease, okay lang po na sabihin namin we don't know but we are working on it. Or as a parent, we don't know but we think, and use this as an opportunity to learn something new with your child. Ito po. Heroes, not bullies. So explain that COVID-19 has nothing to do with the way someone looks. 'Di ba? Alam naman nating lahat na ang COVID-19 ay galing sa China, but it doesn't mean na kung sila ay nag-speak ng Chinese, meron na silang COVID-19. So tell your child that we can be compassionate to people who are sick and those who are caring for them. And then maybe we can look for stories of people who are working to stop the outbreak and are caring for sick people, 'di ba? Okay, next. Ito po, end on a good note. Ano po bang ibig sabihin nito? So check to see if your child is okay. Kung sino man yung kasama natin sa bahay, lagi nating i-check. At the end of the day, check natin kung okay sila. Remind them that you care for them and you are there para makausap anytime. And then, do something fun together. Okay, next parenting tip. Ito po.
Mr. Costales, sorry to disturb po. Nawala po kasi yung presentation niyo, sir.
Nawala. Okay.
Yes po, pasensya na po.
Sige, balik ko lang ha. Yan po, nakikita na po?
Yes, sir, nakikita na po.
Yan, di ba children or teens are now spending a lot of time online. So being connected helps them reduce the impact of COVID-19 and encourages them to continue with their lives. But it is also presents risk and danger. So as a parent po, ano po ba yung nakikita natin or as an educator, ano po yung nakikita nating online risk? So paki-type in nga po sa chat box kung ano po yung mga online risk na pwede nating kaharapin ngayon. Sige nga po, check ko sa... Yan, radiation, si Ma'am Ina. Ano pa po? Ano yung mga online risk na nakikita natin? Yan, online addiction. Tama, ano pa? online addiction. Okay. So, yan, poor vision. Yeah, tama si Sir Ramel. Eye strain. Tama po. So, eto po yung mga pwedeng online risk na pwede nating maging problema sa ngayon. So, for example, adults targeting children for sexual purposes on social media, gaming and messaging platforms. So, pangalawa, meron tong mga harmful content, 'di ba? Pag may mga pinapabayaan natin sila mag-YouTube or any social media, pwede silang makakita ng violence. So, mga self-harm and then especially yung mga misinformation. As an educator or as a parent, dapat tayo yung agent ng right information. Diba? Pangatlo, ano pa? Yung teen sharing personal information like photos or videos of themselves. And then yung last doon, yung cyberbullying from peers and strangers. So, paano po ba natin to ma-address? Ito, yung number one, tech fixes or the technology fixes to protect your children online. Ano pong ibig sabihin nito? As a parent, kung medyo techy tayo, we can set the browser or yung ating search engine doon sa computer, pwede natin tong makontrol or pwede nating set up yung privacy settings on uh, online apps and games. And then we can also cover the webcams kung hindi natin ginagamit. Okay, kung meron mang webcam. Okay, pangalawa po, ayan, we should create a healthy and safe online habits. So we can involve your child or teen in creating family tech agreements about healthy device use. Or you can also create device-free spaces in times of in your house. For example, pagkakain kayo ng sabay-sabay, pag maglalaro siya, or paggagawa ng schoolwork, especially pag matutulog na yung ating anak or yung student, dapat wala ng device or cellphone, laptop, or any gadgets. Okay, and then yung next, help your child to learn to keep personal information private, especially from strangers, 'di ba? Some people are uh, not who they say they are, 'di ba? And then i-remind din natin yung ating anak, what goes online stays online. Okay, next po. Spend time with your child or teen online. So, pwede nating i-explore yung websites and social media and games and apps together with your child or with your teenager. And then talk to your teens kung ano ba yung mga pwede nilang magamit na para ma-enhance yung kanilang skills or yung knowledge, di ba? Next po. Ito po, very important to. Keep your child safe with open communication. So tell your child that if they experience something online that makes them feel upset, uncomfortable, or scared, they can talk to you. Diba? As a parent, pwede tayo makausap na hindi tayo magagalit at hindi natin sila ipapunish. Diba? Next is to be alert of signs of distress. Kung na-notice natin kung ang anak natin ay palakwento dati, tapos bigla sila naging upset or withdrawn or secretive or obsessed with online activities, maybe baka pwede na natin makausap si guidance counselor or any health professionals that can help your student. Okay, and then we should create trusting relationships and open communication through positive support and encouragement. And then, yung isa, note that iba-iba po ang ating mga anak ay unique sila. And then, they may use different ways to communicate. And then, take this time to adjust your message to your child's needs. Kagaya nga kanina, sabi may mga student with special needs tayo or may mga learning disabilities. And this may require information in simple format. Okay, so tapos na tayo sa physical activities and parenting skills. pumunta naman po tayo sa healthy diet. So, 'di ba, sa ngayon, wala pa po tayong wala pa pong pagkain or gamot na nakaka-cure ng COVID-19. So, eating a healthy diet is very important during the COVID-19 pandemic. And what we eat and drink can affect our body's ability to prevent, fight, and recover from infections. So, okay. So, kung sino po ang mga mothers dito na nagpapa-breastfeeding, meron din po akong tips sa inyo. Okay? Ito po yung example ng pinggang Pinoy. So, dapat po ganyan yung rice natin, gulay, fish, and then yung vegetables. So, ito po yung mga tips. So, number 1, eat a variety of food including fruits and vegetables. Okay? So, ito po, dapat po kakain tayo ng mga vegetables and um, vegetables and tawag dito, yung mga gulay. Yan. Kung mahilig naman tayo mag-snacks, pwede yung snacks natin, mga raw vegetables na lang, fruits and unsalted nuts. Okay, next. Ito po, cut back on salt. Dapat po ililimit natin yung intake of salts. That's 5 grams or equivalent to a teaspoon a day. Kung tayo po ay mahilig magluto, yung mga parents dito or yung mga students, pag nagpe-prepare tayo ng foods, use salt sparingly to reduce of salty sauces and condiments like patis, toyo, or mga kung ano-ano mang mga sausawan. Okay? Kung tayo naman ay mahilig kumain, remove natin yung salt shaker from the table and yung mga sausawan, ilayo natin sa table, di ba? Next po, ito, eat moderate amounts of fats and oil. Dapat po yung replace natin yung mga, yung mga mantika, dapat po once lang natin or twice or wag po nating madalas gamitin yung oil. Diba? Okay, so wait lang po . Okay, ito po yung next, yung sugar. Okay, yan. Tama yan ang donut. Okay, yung limit natin yung intake natin ng sugary drinks, di ba? Yung fruit juices and fruit drinks, liquid and powdered concentrates, powdered water, flavored water, energy and sports drink, ready-to-drink teas and coffees, and yung especially, pag yung mga kabataan, mahilig sila sa mga milk teas, di ba? So, yun, ililimit natin yun. Okay, next. Yan po. Yan. Water. Yan. Stay hydrated. Drink enough water. So good hydration is crucial for optimal health. So wherever available and safe for consumption, tap water is healthiest and cheapest drink. So drink water instead of sugar-sweetened beverages in simple way to limit your intake of sugar and excess calories. Okay? Okay, yung next natin, yan. I-avoid natin yung hazardous and harmful alcohol use. Diba? So, alcohol is not part of a healthy diet. So, drinking alcohol does not protect against COVID-19 and can be dangerous. Diba sinasabi, pag nilagyan ng alcohol yung katawan, since virus naman yan, ay malalabanan natin yung virus. Which is wrong po, mali po yun. Diba yung frequent or excessive alcohol consumption increases us na magkaroon ng risk of injury as well as long-term effects like liver damage, cancer, heart disease, and mental illness. And again, there is no safe level of alcohol consumption. Po, yung sinasabi ko kanina, breastfeed babies at young children. So breast milk is the ideal food for infants. It is safe, clean, and contains antibodies which help protect against many common childhood illnesses. And by the way, Etong August, we are celebrating breastfeeding months, okay? And then babies should be breastfed exclusively during the first 6 months of life. Kasi po yung breast milk provides all the nutrients and fluids they need. Okay? Ito po, pumunta naman po tayo sa quitting tobacco. So, paano po ba natin makukwit yung tobacco? Di ba yung smokers have a higher risk of getting coronavirus? Bakit po? Because they are constantly putting their hands on their lips. And if they get coronavirus, they run a greater risk of getting a severe case before. Bakit po? Kasi yung lung function sila ay impaired. So, ito po yung mga quick tips para po ma-reduce natin yung ating or matanggal natin yung pag-smoke, okay? So, para po siyang pintuan, 4 Ds po. Number 1 doon, i-delay natin. So, delay as long as you can before giving in to your urge. Di ba? Pangalawa, deep breathing. So, take 10 deep breaths to relax yourself from within until the urge passes. Next po, yung drink water. So again, since ako po yung division coordinator ng WINS, again, ipinopromote natin yung water, yung magpag-inom ng tubig kasi it is a healthy alternative of sticking a cigarette in your mouth. And then last po, do something else. Take a shower para po ma-distract natin yung ating sarili. Take a shower, read a book, go for a walk, listen to music. And then there are many resources within your community. Check nyo po yung barangay health center nyo if they are providing programs, yung smoking cessation para po ma-support yung journey nyo on how to quit smoking. Okay, I think this is the last topic, yung mental health, which is very important. Okay. Di ba po yung many countries, mayroon silang measures to restrict movement as part of efforts to reduce the number of people infected with COVID-19. Pero today po ay tapos na yung MECQ natin, naka-GCQ na tayo, di ba? The new realities of working from home, temporarily unemployment, homeschooling of our children, and lack of physical contact with other family members, friends, colleagues. Di ba po, dati nagagawa natin yun, which is ngayon may restriction kasi nga may physical distancing. And then adopting to lifestyle changes such as these and managing the fear of contracting the virus and worry about people close to us who are particularly vulnerable. Ito po ay very challenging for all of us. And they can be particularly difficult for people with mental health conditions. But fortunately po, mga parents and teachers and students, there are lots of things that we can do to look after our own mental health and to help others who may need some extra support and care. So ito po yung mga tips ko sa inyo para po mapangalagaan natin yung mental health natin. So yung number 1 doon, keep informed. So listen to advice and recommendations from your national and local authorities. So follow your trusted news channels such as your local and national TV and radio stations. Diba? So mas maganda, sabi ko nga kanina, bawal ang fake news, maganda yung mga pinagkakatiwalaan at legit na news. Okay? Next po. Yan. Have a routine. So keep up your daily routines as far as possible and make new ones. For example, get up and go to bed at similar times every day. By the way po, yung pagtulog po, it's not about kasi lagi nating sinasabi yung at least 8 hours of sleep. But it's not about the quantity of sleep po. It's about the quality of sleep. Kasi yung mga adults like us, di ba, may iba, Nurse RC, bakit nakatulog lang ako ng ganitong oras? Pero I feel so, okay. It's about po the quality. Yung iba po, mahaba naman yung tulog pero paputol-putol. Di ba? So, keep up your personal hygiene po. Lagi po tayong maliligo, magtutoothbrush. Kasi po, pag tayo ay nakamas at hindi ka nakapag-toothbrush, baka mahilo tayo, di ba? So, pangatlo po, eat your healthy meals at regular times, exercise regularly, and then allocate time for working and for time for resting. And then, ito po, make time for doing things you enjoy. Nandyan pa po ba kayo, mga parents, teachers, and students? Nandyan pa po?
Nandito pa, sir. Nandito
Okay,
pa po.
so good. Ito po yung number 3, minimize news feeds. Pag tayo ay madalas nang naririnig na tumataas ang kaso ng COVID-19, especially sa community natin or within sa Philippines, di ba parang nakakapraning? So, ang suggestion po, try to reduce how much you watch, read or listen to news that makes you feel anxious or distressed. And then, if possible lang, once or twice a day if needed. Okay, number 4, social contact is important. Di ba po yung movements natin are restricted. So keep in regular contact with people close to you by telephone and online channels. Just like this, meron tayong pag-uusap using this platform. Again, ito, no alcohol and drug use. So limit the amount of alcohol you drink or do not drink alcohol at all. Diba? Wag na po tayo. Don't start drinking alcohol if you have not drunk alcohol before. Diba? Okay, number 6. Yan po, yung screen time natin. Be aware of how much time you spend in front of a screen every day. Then make sure that you take regular breaks from online activities. Okay? Yan. Number 7. Ito po yung mga high school, alam na alam to. Yung while video games can be a way to relax, it can be tempting to spend much more time than usually when at home for long periods. Sino ba dito yung mga nagmo-Mobile Legends? Yan, mga Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, other video games. Okay, so limit lang po natin yung mga parents. So be sure to keep the right balance with offline activities in your daily routine. Okay, number 8. Yan, yung social media. Di ba? Social media accounts, dapat po ito ay nagpo-promote ng positive and hopeful stories. And then, correct natin yung misinformation wherever you see it. Okay, next. Help others if you are able to. Then offer support to people in your community who may need it. Who may need it. Kung kaya po nating tumulong, mas maganda po. Okay, and then yung last, support health workers and other frontliners. So take this opportunity, take opportunities online or through your community to thank your country's health workers and all those working to respond to COVID-19. And again, don't discriminate. Ang takot po or your fear is a normal reaction in situations of uncertainty. But sometimes, fear is expressed in ways which are hurtful to other people. So remember po, be kind. Don't discriminate against people because of your fears of the spread of COVID-19. Pangalawa po, don't discriminate against people who na tingin natin meron siyang coronavirus. Pangatlo, don't discriminate against health workers kasi yung health workers and other frontliners ay deserve nila yung respect and gratitude. And then COVID-19 has affected people from many countries just like yung Philippines. And then again po, as a parent, in this time of stress, it is common for children to seek more of your attention. But what we can do, we can maintain familiar routines as much as possible. or create new ones, especially if you must stay at home. And then discuss the coronavirus with your children in an honest way using age appropriate language. And then you support your your children at home, especially learning, and make sure time is set aside for playing. Kasi mas importante pa rin na balance yung yung kanilang buhay. Katulad din sa atin. And then, help children find positive ways to express feelings such as fear and sadness. Sometimes engaging in a creative activity such as playing or drawing can help you with this process. And then help your children stay in contact with friends and family members through telephone and online channels. Okay, and then try and ensure that your children do not spend significantly more than the usual on video games. Again, this is your Nurse RC from the Schools Division Office, Quezon City. Sa ngalan ng Schools Division Superintendent namin, Dr. Jenilyn Rose B. Corpus, ang aming head ng School Governance Operations Division, Dr. Maria Teresa A. Namoro, and our boss from the medical section, Dr. Aurea M. Lopez. Again, isang malusog at masiglang umaga sa ating lahat. Kung ito po, kung may tanong po tayo, pwede po tayo ditong magtanong. Ito po yung number ko at yung email address. At ito po yung mga references ko na diniscuss ko today. Okay. So, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We learned so much from you, Sir Narciso, regarding awareness on mental health program. The important points are the following. So as parents, we are the role model for our child's behavior. And as students, we must practice healthy and safe online habits.